Hi.
Oh, hi.
What you doing?
Oh, just sending an email.
An email?
Yeah, to all those who say that I'm not modern enough.
I see. Well, I brought you some steel balls. You'll love them.
Steel balls? What a great idea. So classic. Like the old days.
Come on, let's go shoot them.
Yes. Let me just click send.
Good day, folks. Welcome back to my channel, and as always, thank you so much for watching. So I made a video a while back with these simple half-inch slingshot steel balls that I found online. I found them on Amazon. I got a lot of views for my channel standards, and mainly a lot of people asked a lot of questions in the comment section. And one of the main ones was, I bought similar steel balls, but they don't fit. And yes, they all seem to be 50 caliber, aka half an inch, aka 12.7 millimeters, but for some mysterious reason, they don't all fit correctly into the HDR 50 cylinder. You have to get these exact ones. Check the description below, I put the link to them, but don't worry, they're super cheap. You get 100 pieces for under $12. The downside of these, well, they're quite heavy. They weigh around 8.5 grams, which is pretty heavy for 50 caliber. Anyway, let's try shooting them again today, with the only difference that last time my HDR 50 was at 11 joules, and now it has been modified to 20 plus joules. So let's see if there's any difference there. However, for those of you who have seen my latest videos, it seems like my HDR 50, after it did the modification, has not really gained that much power. So we'll compare it again with the chrono results from the last video, and let's see. And the most obvious difference from the previous video is that today we are going to use this XM4 mount for the HDR 50 made by Tursekev. I just reviewed this a couple weeks ago, and we saw that with this long extended barrel, the projectiles gain about 50 feet per second. And guys, I really want to say thank you to those of you who've asked me to continue with my new Let Me Tell You About My Week series. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. For today's episode of Let Me Tell You About My Week, we are here to see the next American lunar rocket roll out. So in here, there's the Artemis I rocket, which will be part of the first missions to the moon. There will be 3, Artemis I, Artemis II, Artemis III. And here behind me you see Artemis I, which is the first one of these missions. It is set to take off, to blast off on the 29th of August. And it will be unmanned, there will be no humans on board. And it's supposed to go, basically fly around the moon and then come back to Earth. That will bring us to Artemis II, which will be manned. We will have humans on board, astronauts on board. It will go to the moon, it will fly around the moon, and will come back to Earth. And then finally that will bring us to Artemis III, which will have people on board, which are meant to then finally step foot on the moon. From here, this is the VAB, the Vehicle Assembly Building. It's a huge building where they assemble the rockets. They will be rolling out the rocket from here all the way to the launching pad, which is several miles down. All right, folks, it's around 11 p.m. As you can see, Artemis I has finally rolled out. It is a very, very slow process. It's now coming out of the VAB. It's going to then turn around and travel towards the launching pad. It'll take approximately 6 hours. And back to our 50 caliber steel balls. So as you can see, they fit really well. I have to apply a bit of pressure for sure, but not too much, and they squeeze in just perfectly. Quite tight. You know, they're more on the tight end than the loose end, but look at that, just perfect. Okay, so in my previous video with the HDR50 11 joules, the steel balls shot at about 190, 180 feet per second. Let's see today with the 20 joules, and also we're going to use two chronographs, the usual green one with the wings, and also this little one that I bought not too long ago, which I tested in a video recently. Like many of you rightly enough said, the reason why I was failing last time is because I had the muzzle too close to it. So again, I'm gonna try it again, distancing myself from it. That is also a big issue because, as you know, the hole is very, very small. The projectiles are quite big for it. So it is going to be quite an issue to get the balls through that thing without destroying it from a distance. We're gonna try doing that. What I thought I'd do is use this, this laser, this bore sight laser that I have here. It was sent to me by Mid-10. You put it inside the barrel, and that way you can calibrate the aim of your optics. I have this Easy Shoot scope here that was also sent to me from Easy Shoot. So I'm going to calibrate these two, and again try to shoot through this chronograph. So you may get a chrono test, or you may get a chrono disaster. All right, folks, clearly I'm trying to do too much. So I'm gonna remove this one that did not register anything. That one is giving funky numbers. So let's continue just with the regular green chronograph. And I promise that one day I'll figure it all out and finally use the new chrono. Okay, so this is what happens when you shoot in a very limited space. I was shooting from about 15 feet. Stupidly, I was using that scope to aim through the chronograph. Again, that was stupid because there's not enough distance to be using a scope. It was so close. So I aimed too low and managed to shoot the chronograph. So there's a couple steel balls stuck in there. And also this chronograph is broken now. Fantastic. All right, let's shoot some hard surface targets. Wow, all right, well, not the damage we usually see with the HDR68. Again, my HDR50 is not as powerful as it should be for a 20 joules, but it's also not a weak gun for being an HDR50. So So yeah, I was expecting a lot more. Again, these are very, very heavy projectiles. I got a bit closer for the second round. I was about 10 feet away. You have to be with these because, again, they're so heavy that you cannot be shooting from too far away. They just won't fly far enough. All right, well, our full styrofoam head was hit pretty hard, as well as the sunglasses. All the projectiles seem to have gone through, or most of them. Let's cut it up and see if some did indeed get stuck inside. All right, so I cut off the face. I do not want to show that because we are indeed still trying to get monetized. I do not want to be too graphic. But okay, looks like there are no balls stuck into the head. Thus, they all indeed went straight through like butter. Well guys, I think I'm going to stop the video here. I had other targets lined up for you, but I feel like this is one of those videos where I need to apologize for wasting your time. I know you clicked on this video because you did indeed wanted to see the power and the effectiveness of these 50 caliber steel balls. Unfortunately, we weren't even able to chrono test them because, as you saw, I shot the the chronograph, and as well, I was very let down on the power on the coconut. So anyway, I'm gonna again stop the video here. I have ordered some 68 caliber steel balls as well. They're not cheap, fast, and easy from Amazon. Instead, they are expensive and slow, arriving from Europe via eBay. But I'll be making videos on those as soon as I get them. So just imagine steel balls plus a shot from my 30 joules HDR 68 and the HDB 68. That is scary stuff. So despite this video not being too helpful for you, do make sure that you have that bell clicked next to the subscribe button. Otherwise, it is very, very easy to miss your favorite content on YouTube. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for clicking that like button if you did indeed like the video. And don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week.